Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you are enjoying this journey into the world of artificial intelligence. In our previous lecture, we explored the history of artificial intelligence. We learned how one simple question, can machines think, started a journey that eventually gave us amazing AI tools like ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Copilot, and many more. Today, we are going to answer another interesting question. But before we begin, I have a small challenge for you. Don't answer immediately. Just think for a few seconds. Here is the question. Which AI system is the smartest? Think over it. Think carefully. Is it ChatGPT, Google Maps, your face unlock, Netflix, Alexa, or Google Translate? Most people immediately say, sir, ChatGPT. That's a good answer. But let's test it. Let's check. Suppose I ask Google Maps, write a beautiful poem about nature. Can it do that? No. Now I ask Netflix, solve this mathematics problem. Can Netflix do it? Again, no. Now I ask ChatGPT, please drive my car to college. Can ChatGPT do that? No. Now I ask my face unlock system, recommend a good movie for tonight. No again. Now here something interesting is happening. All of them are examples of artificial intelligence, but none of them can do everything. The question is why? That's exactly what we are going to understand today. Let's understand with a real life story. Imagine you visit a hospital. Inside the hospital, you meet many doctors. One doctor is a heart specialist. Another is an eye specialist. Another is a skin specialist. Now suppose your eyes are hurting. Will you go to the heart specialist? Of course not. Not because the heart doctor is not intelligent, but because every doctor has a specialization. Each one is an expert in a particular field, right? Artificial intelligence works in exactly the same way. Some AI systems are experts in only one task. Some may become experts in many tasks, and one category doesn't even exist yet. Interesting, isn't it? Okay, let's move ahead. Let's look around you. Let's think about the AI applications we use every day. Google Maps, ChatGPT, YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, Face Unlock, Google Translate, Instagram, and Alexa. They all use artificial intelligence. But notice something. Google Maps knows roads. Spotify knows music. Netflix knows movies. ChatGPT understands language. Face Unlock recognizes faces. Each AI system is excellent, but only in its own area. Just like different teachers teach different subjects. Your mathematics teacher teaches mathematics. Your chemistry teacher teaches chemistry. Your English teacher teaches English. Each teacher is highly knowledgeable, but every teacher has a different expertise. Today's AI is exactly the same. So now the question is, why we are learning types of AI? Please remember, when scientists started developing artificial intelligence, they noticed something. Some AI systems could perform only one task. Some might one day perform many different tasks, just like humans. And some future AI systems, if they ever exist, could become even smarter than humans. To understand these possibilities, scientists divided artificial intelligence into different types. This classification helps us to understand what AI can do today, what it may do in the future, and what is still only an idea. Now, what we will learn today, end of the today's lecture, you will able to answer 4 simple questions. First, what is artificial narrow intelligence? Second, what is artificial general intelligence? Third, what is artificial superintelligence? And which type of AI actually exists today? If you understand these 4 questions, you will never be confused between ANI, AGI, and ASI. Before we move forward, let's play a quick game. I will name an AI application. You have to tell me its main job. Ready? Google Maps. Navigation, right? Excellent. Spotify. Music recommendation. Very good. Next, face unlock. For face recognition, perfect. ChatGPT, answering questions, generating text, and help with many language-based tasks. Wonderful. Now, one last question. Can one AI system perform all these tasks perfectly? No, exactly. And that's the reason we classify AI into different types. So if you observe that, we learn one very important thing. Not all AI systems are equally capable. Some AI systems are designed to perform only one specific task. In fact, every AI systems you are using today, like ChatGPT, Google Maps, Netflix, Face Unlock, Alexa, and Gemini, belongs to the same category. What is that category? It is called artificial narrow intelligence, or simply ANI. Yes, ANI. Let's understand it in detail. So now let's start with what is artificial narrow intelligence, ANI. So here we are starting with first type of artificial intelligence, ANI, artificial narrow intelligence. Don't worry about the name. Let's understand it word by word. The important word here is narrow. What does narrow means? It simply means limited or focused on one particular area, right? Imagine a narrow road. Can many vehicles move side by side? No, the road has limited space. In the same way, narrow AI has a limited capability. It is designed to perform one specific task, and it performs that task extremely well. Let's understand this with another example. Imagine your college. There are many professors. One teaches mathematics, another teaches physics, another teaches programming, another teaches English. Now suppose your programming professor is excellent at coding. Can we suddenly ask him, "Sir, tomorrow please teach anatomy in the medical college"? Probably not. Not because the professor is not intelligent, but because everyone has their own area of expertise. Artificial intelligence works exactly like this. Every AI system has its own speciality. Let's meet some ANI systems, artificial narrow intelligence systems. So here you can see AI systems that you already use every day. You will be surprised to know all of them belong to ANI, artificial narrow intelligence. Let's take our first example, Google Maps. Suppose tomorrow morning you leave home for college. You open Google Maps. Within seconds, it tells you there is a heavy traffic ahead. Take another route. You will save 10 minutes. Amazing, right? Now imagine asking Google Maps, who invented the telephone? Will it answer? Of course not, because Google Maps is designed for navigation. It does not know history. It does not write essays. Its specialty is finding routes. Nothing else. That's ANI, artificial narrow intelligence. Let's take another example, ChatGPT. ChatGPT can write emails, solve programming problems, summarize documents, translate languages, explain different concepts, and even help to prepare your presentations, right? Very impressive. Now suppose I ask ChatGPT, please cut my hair. Can it? Of course not. It can suggest a hairstyle. It can explain how to cut hair, but it cannot physically do it because ChatGPT is designed to understand and generate language. That is its specialty. Again, ChatGPT is an ANI, artificial narrow intelligence. Next example, Spotify. Suppose you listen to romantic songs every day. After a few days, Spotify starts recommending similar songs. It understands your music preferences. Now imagine you asking Spotify, please help me prepare for tomorrow's mathematics exam. Will Spotify solve your questions? No, because Spotify understands music, not mathematics. Again, Spotify is an example of ANI, artificial narrow intelligence. Next example, which is very famous, Netflix. Netflix recommends movies that match your interest. Sometimes it recommends movies so accurately that we wonder, how did Netflix know I would like this movie? It learns your watching habits. But now imagine you are asking to Netflix, what's the weather in Ahmedabad today? Can Netflix answer this question? Of course not, because it is designed to recommend entertainment, nothing more. Again, this is an example of ANI, artificial narrow intelligence. Next example, your face unlock system. Let's unlock your phone. Within a second, the phone recognizes your face. Amazing technology, right? Suppose you are asking to your face unlock system like this, translate this English paragraph into Gujarati. Can it do this? Impossible. It only recognizes faces. That's its job, nothing else. Again, your face unlock system is an example of ANI, artificial narrow intelligence. Now, what did you observe? Let's stop here for a moment. Did you notice something common? Google Maps, one task. Spotify, one task. Netflix, one task. Face Unlock, one task. ChatGPT, specialized language task. We can consider one task. Every AI system is excellent, no doubt about it, but only in its own area. That's exactly what artificial narrow intelligence means. Hope all of you are clear with ANI, artificial narrow intelligence. Now let's discuss very important point. You can ask, what about self-driving cars? They can see roads, avoid accidents, follow traffic signals, and make decisions. Are they ANI, artificial narrow intelligence? This is excellent question. The answer is yes. This is also an example of ANI, artificial narrow intelligence. Please remember this. Even self-driving cars are examples of narrow AI. The question is why? Because their entire intelligence is focused on one objective, driving safely, right? They cannot suddenly become doctors or teachers or musicians. They are still designed for one major purpose, so that we can call this self-driving car ANI, artificial narrow intelligence, narrow AI. Please remember this, right? Now I am going to tell you something surprising. Every famous AI tools you know today belongs to ANI, artificial narrow intelligence, narrow AI. ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Microsoft Copilot, Alexa, Siri, Google Maps, Amazon recommendation, Netflix, YouTube recommendation, Face Unlock, Spam Filter, Google Translate, and every single one. That means despite all the excitement around artificial intelligence, the world is still using artificial narrow intelligence. We have not yet reached the next stage. Please remember this. Now let's play another game. I will name an application. You have to tell me whether it's ANI or not. Ready? Google Maps, ANI, ChatGPT, ANI, Netflix, ANI, Alexa, ANI, Face Unlock, ANI, Calculator. Interesting, right? No. A calculator is not AI. Why? Because it does not learn. It simply follows predefined instructions. Please remember it, right? Before we move forward, let's discuss one important thing. Students often think any smart software is AI. That's not true. A calculator is software. Microsoft Paint is software. A basic stopwatch is software. But they do not learn from data. They do not improve with experience. So they are not examples of AI. Always remember this difference, right? Now let's move on. Now that you have understood all these examples, right? Now the definition becomes very easy. Artificial narrow intelligence or ANI is AI that is designed and trained to perform one specific task or a limited set of related tasks. That's ANI. I am repeating. Artificial narrow intelligence is AI that is designed and trained to perform one specific task or a limited set of related tasks. Simple, right? No need to memorize it because we discussed many examples. Just remember Google Maps. You will never forget about ANI, artificial narrow intelligence. Now think about this. Imagine something completely different. Suppose one AI could do everything. It could teach, write code, cook food, drive a car, play cricket, solve research problems, learn a new language, and even discover new medicines. Wouldn't that be amazing? Well, that's exactly what scientists dream of building. And that brings us to the second type of artificial intelligence, artificial general intelligence, AGI. Let's understand what it is and why it does not exist yet. Let's move on. Let's imagine something for a moment. Suppose tomorrow morning you wake up and someone gives you a robot, not an ordinary robot, an intelligent robot. You ask it, "Good morning, please make me a cup of coffee." It goes to the kitchen and prepares coffee. Then you say, "Now teach me Python programming." It opens the laptop and explains Python beautifully and answers all your doubts. Later you ask, "Can you drive me to college?" It drives safely. In the evening you ask, "Let's play chess." It plays chess. After dinner you ask, "Can you help me with my research paper?" It searches for information, writes a summary, and gives suggests new ideas. Now think carefully. Did anyone install a separate app for cooking, another app for driving, another app for teaching? No, not at all. It learned all these skills just like a human being. Amazing, isn't it? Can humans do this? Yes. Think about yourself. When you were born, you didn't know how to walk. You learn. You didn't know how to speak. You learn. You didn't know mathematics. You learn. You did not know how to ride a bicycle. You learn. Today you can probably use a smartphone, cook simple food, ride a bike, learn programming, play games, and communicate in different languages. Nobody programmed you separately for each task, right? Your brain learns continuously. That's what makes human intelligence so special. This is the dream of AI researchers. Now scientists ask a very interesting question. Can we build an AI that learns like humans? Not an AI for only navigation. Not an AI for only chatting. Not an AI for only recognizing faces. But an AI that can learn almost everything. This idea is called AGI. Yes, Artificial General AI, or simply AGI. Now let's discuss what is AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. The word general is very important here. General means not limited to one task. An AGI system would be able to perform many different intellectual tasks just like a human being. It could learn, reason, understand, plan, and solve problems, adapt to new situations like humans, and keep learning throughout its life. Instead of being trained separately for each task, it would learn new skills whenever needed, just like you do. Let's take one student example. Imagine two students. The first student is excellent only in mathematics. If you ask physics, he struggles. If you ask English, he struggles. This is similar to ANI that we already discussed, artificial narrow intelligence. Now imagine another student. He or she performs well in mathematics, physics, chemistry, programming, communication, sports, and music. Or whenever he or she faces a new subject, he learns it quickly. That is similar to AGI. Yes, Artificial General Intelligence. The difference is flexibility. ANI, Artificial Narrow Intelligence, is specialized, while AGI, Artificial General Intelligence, is versatile. Let's take another example. Let's make it even simpler. Think about your mother or father. They can cook food, manage finance, drive a vehicle, help children with homework, buy groceries, solve daily problems, and learn new things whenever needed, right? No one trained them separately every week. They learn through experience. That is general intelligence. Scientists want AI to achieve this level of flexibility. Now comes the most important question. Do we already have AGI? Many people believe ChatGPT is AGI. Some people think Gemini is AGI. Others think robots are AGI. The answer is no, not yet. Today's AI is very powerful. It can perform many impressive tasks. No doubt about it. But it still has limitations. ChatGPT cannot repair your bike. Google Maps cannot become a doctor. Face unlock system cannot teach mathematics. Every AI system still has boundaries. Researchers around the world are working on AGI, artificial general intelligence, but no one has built a true AGI system yet. This is the question many students ask. Sir, ChatGPT can write essays, solve programming questions, translate languages, answer general knowledge. Does that means it is AGI? That's a very good question. The answer is ChatGPT or any other AI tools is very advanced, narrow AI. It has been trained on large amounts of text. So it appears capable in many language-related tasks. But that does not mean it has human-like understanding. It does not experience the world. It does not truly understand emotions the way humans do. It does not independently learn new real-world skills the way people do. So despite being incredibly powerful, it is still ANI, artificial narrow intelligence. This is one of the biggest misconceptions about AI today. Please remember this. Now, let's check your understanding first before we move forward. Imagine an AI system that can teach mathematics, cook food, drive a car, learn a new language, play cricket, write a novel, and perform surgery without needing a separate system for each task. Which type of AI would that be? Yes, correct. AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. Now another question. Does such an AI exist today? No, it is still a research goal. Now please remember this. Here is an easy way to remember AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. Think yourself. Every year you learn new subjects. Next year you will learn something different. After graduation you will learn new skills. At work, humans keep learning throughout life. Scientists want machines to learn in the same way. That is AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. Now let's imagine one final possibility. What if one day it becomes more intelligent than every human on the earth? More intelligent than scientists, more intelligent than doctors, more intelligent than engineers, more intelligent than everyone. Sounds like science fiction, right? That idea already has a name. It is called ASI, Artificial Super Intelligence. Now let's explore this ASI, Artificial Super Intelligence. Let's move on. Now let's imagine the future. So far we have understood two types of AI. The first one, Artificial Narrow Intelligence. This is the AI we use today. The second one, Artificial General Intelligence, an AI that can think and learn like a human. Now let's take our imagination one step further. Imagine the year is 2055. Nobody knows whether this will happen. But let's imagine. Scientists create a new AI system. At first time, it learns like a human. Then it keeps learning day after day, month after month, year after year. Finally, it becomes smarter than the people who created it. Now imagine what it could do. It could solve scientific problems in minutes, discover new medicines, predict natural disasters more accurately, design better technologies, solve complex mathematical problems, perhaps even find solutions to problems that humans have struggled with for years. An AI that becomes more intelligent than humans is called ASI, Artificial Superintelligence. Now, let's imagine. Suppose your class has one brilliant student. He scores 98% in almost every subject. Now imagine another student who scores 100% in every subject, wins every competition, learns every new topic in a single day, and solves problems that even teachers find difficult. You might say this student is extraordinary, right? ASI is based on a similar idea. It is an AI system that would be more intelligent than humans in almost every intellectual task. Now let's discuss what could ASI do. Nobody knows exactly because ASI does not exist today. But scientists imagine that it could perform tasks such as discovering new medicines much faster, solving climate change challenges, designing safer transportation systems, making scientific discoveries, solving extremely complex engineering problems. In simple words, ASI would not just assist humans. It could generate ideas that humans have never even imagined. Now the big question, does we have artificial super intelligence today? The answer is no, not at all. ASI is still a theoretical concept. It exists in books, research papers, and scientific discussions. But no company, no university, and no country has created a true ASI system. So if someone asks you, do we have artificial super intelligence today? Your answer should be simple. No, not at all. As you know, many Hollywood movies show robots becoming smarter than humans. Movies often show AI controlling cities, making its own decisions, or even taking over the world. These stories are entertaining, yes, but remember, they are fiction. Please remember, today's AI is nowhere near that level. Whenever you watch such movies, enjoy them, but don't confuse them with today's AI technology. Right? Now that we have learned all three types of AI, let's compare them. Imagine three students. Student 1, excellent only in mathematics, not very good in other subjects. This is like artificial narrow intelligence, ANI. Student 2, good in mathematics, science, languages, programming, sports, and can quickly learn new skills. This is like artificial general intelligence, AGI. Now, student number 3 knows every subject better than every teacher, learns almost instantly, solves problems nobody else can solve. This is similar to artificial super intelligence, ASI. Simple, right? Let's move on. So here is the simple trick. By that, you can easily remember all these three. Think of your smartphone. Every app has a different purpose. Google Maps for navigation, Spotify for music, YouTube for videos, ChatGPT for conversations. That is ANI, Artificial Narrow Intelligence. Now imagine one app that can do everything a human can do. That is AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. Now imagine an app that becomes smarter than every human on earth. That is ASI, Artificial Super Intelligence. I am sure now you will never forget these three types of AI now, right? Let's move on. Quick quiz. Let's see how much you have learned. Question number 1. Which type of AI is used in ChatGPT or other AI tools? Yes, correct. Artificial Narrow Intelligence, ANI. Question number 2. Which type of AI can perform almost every intellectual task like a human? Correct. Artificial General Intelligence, AGI. Third question. Does AGI exist today? No. Researchers are still working on it. Question number 4. Which type of AI is smarter than humans? Yes, ASI, Artificial Super Intelligence. The big question. Question number 5. Does ASI exist today? No, not at all. It is still a theoretical concept. Excellent, right? Let's move on. Before we conclude this session, let's remember the most important points from today's lecture. Point number 1. Artificial intelligence is classified into three types based on its capabilities. Second point. Artificial Narrow Intelligence, ANI, performs one specific task. Almost every AI application we use today belongs to this category. Artificial Narrow Intelligence, Narrow AI. Third point. Artificial General Intelligence is an AI that can learn and perform different intellectual tasks like humans. It is still under research. Fourth point. Artificial Super Intelligence refers to an AI that would become more intelligent than humans. It is only a theoretical concept today. Fifth point. At present, the world is using ANI, Artificial Narrow Intelligence. AGI and ASI are possibilities for the future. Now think about this. 100 years ago, people dreamed of flying cars. Today we have electric vehicles and self-driving technologies. And few decades ago, talking to a computer sounded impossible. Today, millions of people chat with AI every day. Technology keeps evolving, right? No one knows exactly when AGI or ASI might become reality, but one thing is certain, the future of artificial intelligence is full of exciting possibilities. And who knows, some of you watching this lecture may one day contribute to building that future. Best of luck. Let's summarize everything. Today we learned that no all artificial intelligence is the same. We explored the three main types of artificial intelligence. We understood that artificial narrow intelligence is specialized and performs one specific task, and it is the only type of AI widely used today. We learned that artificial general intelligence aims to think, learn, and solve different kinds of problems like a human being, but it has not yet been achieved. Finally, we explored artificial super intelligence, ASI, a future concept where AI could become more intelligent than humans in almost every intellectual task. Understanding these three categories gives us a clear picture of where AI is today and where it may go in the future, right? Thank you, everyone. I hope all of you are clear with three types of artificial intelligence. Next time, when you use ChatGPT or any other AI tools, Google Maps, Netflix, or Face Unlock, you will know that you are using ANI, right? On our next lecture, we will explore another interesting topic, strong AI versus weak AI. Many students think strong AI and AGI are the same, or weak AI and ANI are the same. Are they really identical? Let's find out in the next lecture. Thank you. I will see you in the next lecture. Keep watching.